Preparing this icebreaker has taken me through an amazing mini journey. I've made a lot of assumptions about my infant life before this speech. This has led me to a lot of self-discovery. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Who am I? I'm Shailesh M. I was born in Kenya, in Nairobi, actually just a small town outside Nairobi called Ruaka. And I was born in the mid-60s. I know I don't look a day over 21, but you want to see my brother? He's only a few years younger and he looks like he's just hit puberty. So Ruaka is famous for East African brewery, which was established in 1922. And they make a very famous beer that's known all around Africa and of course well known around the world. It's called Tusker beer. Interestingly, in the first year it was established, the owner was killed, unfortunately, in an elephant hunting accident. So his brother named the beer Tusker beer in his honour. And I'm glad to say that the beer is, or the brewery is going very strong to date, and I love it. Of course I would. So, at the tender age of 1, I was shipped off from Kenya to India with my mother and aunts and a few uncles. Now, it was a 10 to 12 day journey. I've got to say, people were quite tolerant in those days. I mean, you know, I just get upset with a few minutes delays in these airports nowadays. Anyway, when we reached India, there was a further 3-hour train journey. So quite a trek. When I was 2 years old, I was on the move again. This time, my mother and I took a one-way flight to Frankfurt in Germany. Of course, this is where my father had been for the past couple of years, establishing himself, working for us to emigrate. A few days before, Czechoslovakia was invaded by Russia at that time. So immigration was tightened up, and we did not step foot in Germany. We were in fact sent back to India. So we've just travelled, my mother and I was two long-haul journeys, jet-lagged, confused and tired. No luggage hadn't arrived. My father in Germany was distraught with stress. He managed to send over a telegram to my grandfather in India. Of course, there were no telephones then, so let's send a telegram. I hasten to say, after a couple of days, we did end up getting back to our town in India. But I'm going to leave the detail out. I don't have enough time. So, disillusioned with German bureaucracy, my father then, a couple of months later, moved to London. A year later, I was 4. We joined him, my mother and I, this time successfully with no issues. So at 4 years old, I've travelled 3 continents and almost 4 countries. So I could have been delivering this speech in Deutsch, in Germany somewhere, if circumstances were different. It just highlights the fact that extra strenuous events beyond our control can change our life paths. To conclude this story, I'd like to fast forward to recent times. I'm married, I work in IT, we have a 14-year-old son now. I've got to say, when he was 4, he also had travelled 3 continents, and 4 countries. However, the difference for him was for holidays and for fun. For me, it was more a case of survival, or well, for my parents to find a better life in another country. So who am I? To those of you who know me, I am a father, a husband, a son, a grandson, a brother, and of course, a friend. Not forgetting nephews, sorry. Thank you for allowing me to share my journey with you. It has been a humbling experience for me and hopefully insightful for you. Toastmasters.